Fastest way to progress in your music career is to create more songs faster. Hey, I'm Reagan Ram with OrpheusAudioAcademy.com, helping you make better music and grow your fan base online. And at first glance, intuitively, this concept might seem backwards, right? If you're creating more songs faster, isn't that going to hurt your quality? And maybe in the beginning, but in the long run, it's going to actually help you make better quality music and just help your fan base grow overall and grow your music career in general. So in a nutshell, there are three main reasons why you want to create more songs and create songs faster. You want to be writing quickly. So number one, writing songs faster helps you gain experience faster. That might seem kind of obvious, but then again, why aren't more of us doing it? The thing is, actually doing the work of creating music is one of the fastest ways to learn something, right? You can watch tutorials on YouTube, you can read books, but you're not going to learn as quickly as if you were actually doing it yourself. Now, I would say it's one of the fastest ways to learn. It's actually the second fastest way to learn according to studies doing something. If you look at the learning pyramid, which is kind of built upon, like I said, a bunch of studies have been done over the years that look at how people best learn. The best way to actually learn and actually retain information is by teaching. And that's actually a part of the reason why I'm created my own brand, Orpheus Audio Academy. It's not just to teach others, but it's actually to help myself learn more and retain more and grow more as a music artist myself. But that aside, if you're not going to be teaching people, the fastest way to learn something is to be doing it yourself. And so the faster you're writing, then the more your progress you're going to make in the actually carrying out, doing the activities yourself, right? So if it takes you a month to write one song, then you're getting a month, a one song worth of experience over the course of a month. But if you wrote 4 songs that month, then you've just quadrupled the experience you've gained because, every song, you're learning something new with every new song you create. And you're not really going to learn as much just staying on one song or one group of songs and tweaking them over and over. You're not going to learn as much as if you were, creating a new song from scratch, tackling a new creative project. So number one, you want to create songs fast because it's going to help you grow as a songwriter and a music producer faster. Now, second reason why you want to write songs quickly is that you'll actually make better quality songs. And again, this might seem backwards, but if you think about it, think of any expert in any field, right? In general, they do their craft, whatever it is, they are able to perform at a high level, right? Very high quality, and they do so usually very rapidly, much faster than you could do it if you were an amateur, right? So the experts, right, they can do very high quality at a very quick rate. So they have quality and quantity. That's what makes someone kind of an expert in their fields. They can do both. Then the question for you who's, maybe a beginner or at the intermediate phase that's not at the expert level, the question comes down to, do you focus on quantity or quality first? And we listen to advice from experts in just about any field, right? Not just music related, but in any skill that you're wanting to learn. They always talk about quantity being what you have to focus on in the beginning is creating quantity, because creating a high volume of content or music in this case, that's going to help you get to quality. Again, it's the same element of gaining experience faster. It's going to help you write better quality songs because you're writing faster. You're getting more experience. You're learning a lot faster. So you're going to be producing actually better quality songs in a shorter period of time than if you were taking months and months working on the same song. Now, another reason why this is actually going to help you make better quality songs is because it helps you get into a mental state of relaxed high performance known as flow state. I have another video that you can check out up here that goes more in depth on what flow state is and how you can actually write songs faster. But in a nutshell, it is basically a state of mind where you are performing at your optimum creative level. This is where you can create high quality work with a minimal amount of effort, right? It's not straining. It just flows out of you. That's why it's called flow state. You've probably been in this before, especially if you've really gotten into your music and you've kind of lost track of everything except what you're focused on, right? You've lost track of time, or you've not even noticed that you're hungry or anything like that. That is kind of a sign that you've reached flow state. And the way you get into flow state is kind of two conditions have to be met. Number one, your task has to be challenging enough to keep your mind busy. That's not a problem when creating music. Obviously, writing a song is challenging enough on its own. But the second condition is also has to be easy enough in order to avoid frustration. And when you're actually slowing down and trying to focus on creating quality work, that is where frustration can come in, because especially if you're a beginner, you're not going to be able to get your song to sound the way you want it to sound. You're just not. It takes experience. It takes your ears being trained. It takes learning your tools, just becoming a critical listener in general, and learning from other songs and other producers. It's just a process, right? It takes a while to get there. So if you're focused so hard on quality in the beginning, then you're going to freeze up. You're going to get frustrated. It's going to be a slog. It's not going to be fun. And it's going to be hard for you to create in general. Whereas if you're just focused on progress, on tasks versus outcomes, right? The task of just writing a song versus the outcome of a perfectly produced or written song, then you're going to be able to create a lot more. And that's going to help you get to quality because you're creating so much. You're learning so much along the way. You're going to improve a lot faster. You're going to get to quality. And so you're kind of, and then once you're able to create a lot of quantity, and your quantity over time is just going to improve in quality, and eventually you're going to get to that expert level where you're producing a high level of quantity and quality. Now, a third reason, big reason why you want to write more songs faster is it's just going to help your career grow faster in general. This is because today in the new music industry, there are two key elements that you're going to want to follow to have success. And number one is just volume of content, right? We live in a society now where people are always looking for the next new thing. People don't really dwell on one thing for very long, right? So when you release a song or an album, people might like it for a short period of time, but then they're ready to move on to something else. They're ready for the next new thing. And the other element that's so key is momentum and just consistency in general, right? That's really the key to greatness or success in any field, again, is consistency. And so by producing more music, by writing faster, you're going to have more music that you can release more consistently, and more frequently. And when you have those two elements working for you, then you're just going to grow your music career faster because you got more at bat. You have more opportunities for success. Something to keep in mind is that the artist Pablo Picasso, which I kind of don't like using his example as much because I don't really care for his art, but I mean, generally speaking, people consider him to be a good artist, and he created more than 50,000 works of art. 50,000. Can you imagine creating 50,000 songs in your lifetime? And only about 100 of those are considered masterpieces that are still enjoyed to this day, even though I don't like Picasso. I don't know. Maybe you do, but that's not the point. 50,000 works of art, 100 are considered masterpieces. So less than 1% of his creations are still considered relevant. But what if you had like 100 hit songs, right? Whatever a hit means for you and your niche and your genre. What if you had 100 songs that just absolutely blew up and were popular and remained popular decades down the road in your genre? Wouldn't that be worth it? So do you want to approach things as, just creating a few songs and being stingy with your music and only releasing a few songs that you think are absolutely perfect? Or would you rather just release a high volume of music and just increase your odds that something is going to hit and something's going to take off? Especially, in this new music industry where people are all ready for the next new thing. I think that's the better way to go. And that's where you see a lot of people having success, especially in the streaming game. If you're wanting success in streaming platforms, you have to have a high volume of music. So that's another reason why you want to write songs faster. Now, if you actually want help writing songs faster, I have a link to a video in the description that is kind of part 2 to this video that walks you through how you can actually write songs faster. Also, consider grabbing my free hit creation checklist in the description below. This covers the 9 elements that all the hit songwriters tend to have in common in all of their songs. This can give you a framework and a kind of a place to start when you go to write a song to help you get over that writer's block element. All right, if you found this video helpful, feel free to drop a like and subscribe for more content like this. And also let me know in the comments below, what's your biggest challenge when it comes to songwriting? I'd love to hear it so I can potentially cover it in a future video. All right, have a great day and keep creating.